believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Tape my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Just tripping on day dreams, got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Guys, I have the worst headache. I'm trying to order coffee and I keep forgetting to order the coffee. Okay, it's a day. It's a day. 1 second. To have this correct screen up. Ursiidays failing at everything. It's okay. Guys, we're about to get started with the tournament. So, 1 second. I just gotta make sure the correct page is up. Oh wow, I look terrible today. Okay, whatever, we're here. Teehee. Hi guys, I'm gonna take the stickers off. Hi guys. Hi. Hope you're having a great day. How common is EV box? Well, you're not gonna know until the tournament begins. But with that being said, we should get into the games. And so, we're gonna go in and get them started here. Are we ready, Seahawk? Let's see. That's funny. Ready? Thanks, I used to have bows on it. I have the worst headache. Start tournament. go. Oh. Okay. So let's find a game to watch. Enter the meta games real quick. Sylveon Greninja, 23%. Actually insane. I really thought there'd be more Flareon Leafeon. But yeah. So yeah. Welcome back, Game Tap. We missed you. We missed you, buddy. Let's find this game. Hi, Georgia. We're gonna hop into... I don't know what Cronus is playing, but we're gonna watch Cronus' game probably, unless he, Oh, no, he's already into a match. Coolio. Looks like he's playing something electric. So, fun. Here, got a main today, for sure. One time someone told me I look feral with my hair like this, and I know I don't have anything wrong with that. I feel like it might be a compliment. I feel like that could be a compliment. Oh, he's against Jay. Okay, sorry guys for how late this is. We are limping along today. So with that being said, what just happened? Ah, nice. Nice. I missed it. Cronus is up a game. Let's go. I need to make my bands tighter, but it's very hard to do so. Ugh. Can't find my code. What do you mean, Leandro? It should be in your chat. Concentrating on your game. We're waiting for Cronus to get into his second game here. It does look like we're in. And Cronus is starting with Type Null going first here. I feel like isn't the biggest deal, especially because we do end up hitting the Zera Aura as well. Let's see. Bro, I look literally feral today. I don't know. I'll fix it between rounds. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So it looks like we are going to go on and flip the coin here with the Type Null. We do hit heads, which does mean this Charmander is going to be at 20 health. But it looks like Jay is getting a turn 1 Charizard here, which does leave, Lily as well to put him back to full health. But he can't attack yet because he has to stoke up to get those 5 energies. I mean, we do have an Oricorio we could retreat to if we wanted to, like, stall. But I don't know if that's exactly what Kronos is wanting to go for here. Kronos drew into the Mars this turn, but they definitely would have liked it last turn. Looks like we are going to attach a second energy, and it is going to be a retreat back to the Oricorio. Okay. Sabrina is going to move the Oricorio out of the active spot. And the question is, which Pokemon are we going to sacrifice here to Jay? Looks like we put up Zeraora. We're going to send that one energy to the graveyard. And that's going to be the first point for Jay. Oricorio back to the active spot. This turn, Kronos can start adding energies to the Oricorio. But it won't be till next turn that they start swinging into the Charizard. Or the hair is looking something. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Looks like we are going to just stoke again against the Oricorio. A second Charmander on the bench is going to be able to start getting powered up as well. But we hit the Gladion now, which does bring Sylveon, not Sylveon, Silvally, all the Sylves, to Kronos. I'm a little surprised that we decided to just attach the Silvally, because I would assume we're going to want to start attack. Oh, maybe he's like assuming that we're going to see a retreat back to the Charmander. And then we're going to need the Silvally powered up to deal with the Charmander. And then we could retreat back the Oricorio. Not retreat, but put it back up and then just attack, I guess. But, let's see. I said no. Looks like we have a second rare candy, actually, for Jay's second Charizard. I'm going to go check Jay's list. He's running a baby Flareon, so there is some options here for Jay to deal with his Oricorio. I think it's like an attached Oricorio an attack angle, in my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong. It's just going to be Stoke again on Jay's Charizard. I mean, Kronos can just attack turn after turn in this Charizard as long as Flareon and an Eevee is not found. We'll have to see how many turns that is, though. Looks like we hit the Lily on Jay's side. That's the second Lily, so we won't be seeing, you know, any more heals there. There is a giant cape that could be used at some point, but it doesn't really help with the breakers for Jay. Let's see. So it looks like we are going to retreat back to the second Charizard that we powered up by hand here. But we're just going to Stoke again, so... How do we have back our type null? Oh. No, that was the turn before. I'm an idiot. I was like, didn't we get knocked out? No, that was Zeraora that got knocked out. It looks like we are going to be powering up at second type null now. 50 damage onto the Charizard again. And next turn, it'll be in range of one of those Silvalies. Eevee finally does find its way onto the bench here. But it's going to take 3 turns to power it up. Giant Cape as well onto the Eevee. Charizard is going to Stoke again. So many energies. Let's see here. Okay. So we are going to be retreating back to Silvally here, attaching a Giant Cape so this Flareon can't just immediately one-shot us. And they are able to do 100 damage to the Flareon, but they could just retreat back to one of these Charizards that's basically fully powered up as well, right? And then just swing to it. But then I guess it is like the Flareon won't be powered up enough to deal with the Oricorio. Okay. And I guess we're going to win. That was Sag. Thanks, Chronos. It was. One second, guys. And yeah, he jumped straight over to the Ursiidays. Let's see if anybody else is still streaming. CMS still seems to be playing their game still. We'll hop into that one. So I'll hop over here. I'll change name stuff. 1 second. Versus Lant. And Lant is up a game. I need to order coffee while we sit here, I feel like. I'm gonna quickly order coffee, guys. Let's see here. I'm getting the coffee. I can't do without the coffee. Yeah, you should have exactly, Jay, exactly. Let's see here. Nice, Cody. Leafeon is at 30 health. It can attack for 70 here. But I don't know if Lance running a, They are not running a Dawn in their list, so they don't really have an... Whoa, wait. There is a Flareon on the... But it's not one... So we already hand attached. It looks like we don't have a way to get 3 energies onto a Flareon this turn. So we've already hand attached, so we can't set up that Leafeon to attack next turn. I mean, this turn as well. So we are going to go and have to attack for 70 with this one. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Black Ball White Flare is the new set for the physical card game. Let's see. So they are able to be 1-2 now because they're able to knock out that Leafeon. I'm surprised though that they came up with the second Leafeon, if I'm being honest. Yeah, this is live, but on day one, people choose if they stream or not. It's all up to the players if they stream or not. They do not have to stream their games. But on day 2, it is required, and we have a delay. We have a pretty long delay. But it's not required on day 1. Yeah, it's not required on day 1. So, but on day 2, it is required, and we have a long delay. Really long delay. If they are proven stream sniping, then they get DQ'd. So. There's like a delay in general just from my computer, like, but not super long right today, but it is like, it's not required, so you choose if you're gonna stream today or not. Am I Starbucks or me too? There's a link if somebody can do it. Yeah, we've DQ'd multiple people for stream sniping. So CMS wins game 2, and now we're going into game 3. Guys, should I Dunkin's or should... What is wrong with my thing right now? You done here. Do I Dunkin's or do I Starbucks today? Do I Dunkin's or do I Starbucks today? Honestly, the headache is so strong that I don't care about calories right now. Okay, we're into game 2. The headache is so strong that I just want something to make me happy. Sometimes, like, always the Starbucks. Always. Do I do hot or do I do cold then? No. I don't drink Beagle. For the most part, I don't drink. Construct, thank you so much. I just woke with a headache. You can have a headache and not be hungover. You can have a headache and not be hungover. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know what it is. If I, like, slept wrong or what. But I, like, woke up with, like, this worst headache in the back of my head. Understandably, Jay. Understandably. You're good. You're good. But yeah, I normally do not drink. I normally do not drink. I'm not, like, against drinking, but I don't really have a reason to. I just stream every day and play Pokemon and sometimes play Riftbound and read manga and watch rom-coms, and that's my life. Teehee. I mean, what? We're tournamenting today. Yeah, I don't really do the drinking. Oh, what? This is definitely not the smallest tournament that we've had in, like, recent times. And I would much less say thank you to Sylveon. It's more so there's multiple big tournaments today. And so there's people playing, you know, you can't play in both tournaments. So we made a mistake. Normally we start an hour later on days that, this is not the smallest tournament, but yeah. Not because of Sylveon, either way. see. I never hydrate enough. I don't like water. Water is bad for you. I'm not saying I'm immortal, but like every person who's ever died has drank water, and I don't drink water, and I'm not dead yet, so I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Not saying I'm immortal, but every person who's ever died has drank water, and so I don't drink water. And, well, I haven't died yet, so there's that. Let's see here. And V! But D! You have to check in. Second fire energy onto the Eevee in the active spot. We're not running Psychic on CMS's side, so it's not like we can attack the Sylveon if they have a Sylveon. Thank you, Christopher. I gotta get them redone. I gotta get them redone. Why did that almost make sense? You tell me, Yoba. You tell me. That's all I'm saying, though. That's all I'm saying, though. It's 10. It's 10. In this game, it's 10. In physical card game, there's no limit. So it looks like we have our Eevee into the active as well now. Bro, Lant is bricking. There is a hand size limit, and once you get past 10, it starts discarding your cards. Let's see here. Thanks, Moko. Have a great day at work. Lance goes up a point now that he has that Flareon all set up. Baby Leafeon on the bench as well. I think that's kind of an interesting choice, but let's see here. Oh, thank you. I need to go tighten the straps, though, if I'm being honest. So I'm gonna do in the little break in between. Okay. Looks like we are gonna see two Eevee. Was it 2 or 1? I thought it was 2. Well, it was 1 Eevee bag. And they probably used another to heal. Lant goes up to 2 points here. I need to order my Starbucks. Why am I not ordering? This is what I did the entirety, by the way, of the starting soon screen. I would like go to Starbucks, put my phone down. Go to Starbucks, put my phone down. Go to Starbucks, put my phone down. Oh my god, trapped. Let me know how it feels to be 30. I'm still 2 years away, but it's only a year and a half away in reality. Okay, CMS is going to lose game 3 here, and that does mean Land is going to be 1-0. Montreal is on their third game. Let's see if we can go watch New Montreal. I'm a year and a half away from it. I'm a year and a half away from it. Oh, yeah, you are old. Seahawk, you are old. You are old. I'm memeing because you can't tell. It's New Montreal against S. Josen. Yeah, it's like next week, grown-ups. It's like next week. I don't know how many points we have, but our opponent had 0. I don't know. Let's see. Looks like we are going to see a retreat back to the Giratina now. It is very close being fully powered up, but we are facing off against an Owakoyoyo. We see that Sabrina come down. It is going to force up one of these Pokemon. Looks like we're putting up Sylveon. I would be a little bit worried about that Silvally coming up and just finishing it off, but maybe that's okay since you have a fully powered up Giratina in the active, then able to deal with it in response. Yeah, Helic! 7 months? Oh my god, but it's crazy. Yeah, they're trying to get over Ninja. Let's see. Yeah, so they do just bring up that Sylveon. That's going to be 2 points for Josen. We put the Giratina back up. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no, guys. You guys can't do this. Please stop. Please stop. No. Guys. No. Yeah, it's toxic. You shouldn't have done that. Okay, let's see here. Zap. Onto the Giratina. Zap. Giratina. Okay. So it looks like we are going to have a Cyrus here, though, from that ping. And can we retreat back? I don't usually help, guys. Yep, and it looks like we're going to take a point here. We have at least 1 point for Dimensionality, but I don't know if we have 2. So that is a second point here. Burb is up. They have 3 minutes, I think. I mean, Dimensionality should just take it here. Unless they have Cyrus. Cyrus. Oh, and just like that, Josan is going to finish off the game, taking that last point and winning the round. I'm going to hop back over to our meta breakdown now. You guys can check out where we're at. I'm going to take a really quick BRB just to order my coffee. Okay, I ordered my coffee. My hair looks crazier than ever. Checking what the judges say. Are we allowed to go? I have been told we are allowed to go. Sorry about that, guys. Prepare for next round. Ooh. Bro, the headache is a banging. We're going to be getting going here. But why don't we check out the metagame real quick while we wait. 53% win rate still for that Sylveon EX. 45% for Charizard EX, Sylveon EX. 52% win rate for Sylveon Choreo. Thank God. 41% for Darkrai Giratina. That's right, get out. Anyway, 53% for Flareon EX, Leafeon EX. Yeah. Let's go. I mean, what? Teehee. I'm fine. Yeah. Everyone's announced the pairing. And then we can get into it. Envy said that they missed the round. That's fun. Exactly, Kaya. Exactly. Not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, let's check out this one maybe. I don't know how I feel with this one actually. Let's see. Okay, let's check out that last one then, I guess. This is gonna be an interesting one, I feel like. Because it's a Sylveon Choreo versus a Sylveon Choreo. Bro, my hedge. Give me my coffee, please. Let's see. Maybe their opponent hasn't checked. No, they both checked in. What's happening? Let's see here. We are going to be in round 2 now. Round 2. Why can I hear their game but not see their game? Interesting choice. Okay. I guess this game's not actually getting streamed. Let's try this one. Let's try this one, yeah. It's a tied game. I'm not really sure fully why it's tied. Which one went to time, which one like tied from, you know, tie things, but we'll see. This is gonna be an EV box versus a Guzzlord list. And this is gonna be Orochi versus Lugia 7. Versus Lugia 7. Okay. And here you guys can see we're going to be in round 2. And we already have a Guzzlord in the active for Orochi, but really nothing else just yet. Very interesting, though, to see that Lugia is deciding to run a Psychic Energy. Huh. Lugia is deciding to run a Psychic Energy. Let's see here. Relaxing sound. Honestly, I support it. I support it. I personally am a thunderstorm sound girl. Let's see. So we attach a third energy now. So Vince, thank you so much for the subby. To that Guzzlord. We will be able to see a okay, we have Pokemon Center later bring us back to 170. Oh. Owie. 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 That hurts. Sylveon does appear on the bench, though, for Lugia. Is going to draw them 2 more cards. Let's see. Looks like we have another attachment to the Guzzlord now. My forehead too tall. Anyway, ignore my statement. Anyway. Orochi is going to go up to 2 points, knocking out that Flareon with our Guzzlord. Sylveon EX in the active spot will be able to swing for 70 this turn, but it would put them in range of this Guzzlord's attack. Let's see. Yeah, I think Orochi is at least going to win game 1 here. Let's see how game 2 goes. We'll let them get set up for game 2 here. But Orochi's, especially that one turn where he flipped like 7 heads, because it looked dominant. Wasn't able to attack with that Flareon. We'll have to see how it goes from here. Thanks, Muse. Let's see here. Letting them get set up for this next game. Please bring me my coffee. Maybe it's just like a no caffeine headache. Like, I didn't go gym this morning. But that's not true. That's not true. It's not true. Because I had caffeine last night. We're giving it a second and then we'll let them get started up here. And we are getting to our first game. We're going first as Guzzlord. We hit the research and it would draw a couple more cards. Starting with Celesteela always feels good because it means that you can go any which way you like. Lugia, on the other hand, starting with that Froakie, does need to find Eevees, needs to find Giratinas with a Pokeball. They're right on their way to doing so. Pokeball, a second Pokeball as well. Okay, we do hit Greninja here on our next turn. But no water energies to be seen. Looks like there's fire energies, though, in this deck list. We are going to use Grindcore here, and we're going to flip the coin to see how many energies get removed from the Eevee. 0 this time, which is pretty nice for Lugia, but at 190 health, Orochi has so much health on this Guzzlord that it's going to take a lot for Lugia to knock it out. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with the fire energy here. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. It does seem like it's some type of EV box with Greninja versus the other way around, but I don't know how to feel about it. I really do not know how to feel about it. Hmm. I would say with the psychic energy, but looks like we are on our third energy now, you know, 30 damage, but we are gonna have to find some way here to start actually knocking Pokemon out. Let's see. So Flareon does arrive for Lugia now. Hmm. Let's see. Um. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either. He's doing Flareon in it. He's doing Flareon, so he's running Fire Energy. I think we're talking about the fact that we feel like the Psychic Energy and Fire Energy would make it inconsistent. But I think he's trying to use both as attackers instead of just one. I mean, which he obviously is, but... Oh, you're about Supreme. No, I definitely think it was on purpose. I hope you're watching them check their, check the what's it called? The thing. Words I cannot think of right now. My coffee's here. There are able to bring. Ooh, okay. We do see a retreat back now. Cyrus up. The cell's still up. Ooh. And it looks like we're going to swing for 70 and knock out. I love this play, honestly. Make sure no extra energies get added. And we can see a second attack here as well. We are 1-1 here. My brain does feel like it's on a different planet today. Honestly, it does. I agree. My grab's gonna leave after this game, guys. Well, I'll find the game for you guys, and then go grab and leave. Yeah, he's running Psychic and Fire. And we see a concede here from Orochi. Let me quickly check. Is that their game 2? It might just be. I think that's game 2. Yeah, that's their game 2, and now they're 1-1. On one hand, you can always get your fire energy back if you had to discard them early. The true statement. I'm gonna quickly grab and I'll leave during this third game, guys. I'll let you guys have a game to watch while I run quickly. And then get set up into their game 2, 3. Okay, and here is game 3. I'm quick BRB. Okay, yeah, it's a BO3, it's a BO3. Hi, my brain. I was sipping my coffee real quick back here while they played their last game. I just want my headache to go away. I took a leave. Okay, Cody. Talk to your judge about that, bud. Make sure you talk to your judge. Make sure you call the judge. Okay, let's see here. Let me see if I can find us another game. Yeah, I got coffee. That's why I'm sipping back here. No, Trap, that's not what happened. I just checked. Don't worry. Cody, that doesn't seem to be the case. The judge is responding to you. I'm looking at the chat. Do the rules not? No, it is not. Actually, in the rules it says it's completely okay. In the rules, if you go to deck lists, it says it's fine to have same different arts. It says trying to rule check opponents with things like names being slightly different when they are basically the same and card arts being different when they are functionally the same card is against the rules. It also says, yeah, so. Yeah, it definitely says that card arts are allowed to be different. Definitely says card arts are allowed to be different. Let's see. No, he did not trap. He did not. He just used full arts instead of common arts, which is completely illegal. Completely illegal. I'm trying to find another game, guys. Sorry, give me one moment. It doesn't look like there are any others. All good, Cody. Your judge was talking to you about it, though. You don't have to bring it to chat, bud. That's the, you don't have to bring it to chat. Hi. I actually didn't think this would immediately pop me up. But, well, you don't have to bring it to chat, bud. The judges were responding. Just be patient with the judges. Anywho. Oh. My head hurts so much. It's okay, though. It's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I'd love to go through some of these. Definitely, I love seeing some. Definitely, I'm happy to see some of them falling into the bin. But we are seeing some interesting ones like Darkrai Giratina down to 38% right now. Charizard EX, Sylveon EX at 45. Looks so amazing. Just a headache. It's just a headache. But but yeah. How do you type so fast? I was typed for a long time. Actually, when I was a little kid, I was in like 6th grade, I used to be a part of an interesting gaming community where we fought by typing them out.
The russet wolf advances across the grassy plains, closing the distance to his opponent.
Do you think so, Pirate? I'm feeling the opposite, but if you say so, I know you wouldn't lie to me. I know you wouldn't lie to me.
Red Knight closes her jaws.
Anyway, typing. Make it fast, you know? Gotta type fast.
With the distance closed, Red Knight closes her jaws around the other wolf's throat.
Anyway, let's continue. You're allowed to have more than 2 Pokemon, yeah. I learned to type through fighting via text chats. 99 chats was my home as a child. 99 chats. What a warm home. Bro, how am I being toxic right now? I just said thank you so much for saying I had a good hair day, Pirate. I'm okay being poison type though. Can I be a bug type so I'm just annoying and not toxic? I could still use toxic moves, you know? Oh, in general. Okay, coolio. Oh. Dark Tina, let's go. I'm so proud of Dark Tina dying. There's not even grass on the board for it to this to happen. I hope it stays down like that. Ooh la la, Pain, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so Zero Aura, I mean, looking strong. I mean, it is also kind of being seen up here, right? It's in this deck as well. Zero Aura is also in this deck. So, but this one also adds a Oricorio into it. So, you know, both of them. I don't know if it's funnier. Not really. Oh, guys, please don't ban me. Why would I ban you, Nadia? That doesn't make sense. We have one more game to finish. Oh. Please. Guys, I'm pinching. I just want the headache to go away. My entire head has the headache. It's in my eyebrows. It's in my head. It's in the back of my head. What is going on? I'm fine. I took that on a leave. I took two a leave. I took 2 a leave. My psychic powers are awakening true. I'm gonna check with the judges. Oh, I got the woo! Depends how you use it, but depending, I think that's valid. Oh, woo! Round 3 is out. I don't know why that would be, but in general, my headaches go away in a hot tub, so. Unless it's like a headache from being too hot. Then your head just throbs, and you're like, ah! Get me out of here! But other than that, it's fine. Yeah, those are not good. For a while, I used to get storm shoulder aches. Not sure. Because I tore my rotator cuff in high school with horseback riding. Or damaged it or whatever. And it would ache when a storm was about to come. It was the worst feeling in the world. Not true. Not the worst feeling in the world. But it was not fun. It is not fun regardless. Proof magnet. Your potato? No, rotato. Rotato potato. But, Emmy's 1-1. Do I want to watch it be? You know what? Let's watch a Buzzwole. Yeah, it was a painful injury. I had a lot of injuries horseback riding. But, I never got diagnosed with them, so it's fine. They weren't real. They were not real because they never got diagnosed. Seems like a good way to think about it, right? Surely that's fine. What do you think about it? Owie, trap. That sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that, but hopefully you're feeling better now. But that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see. Sometimes I say the craziest things into people. But I feel like it makes me, you know, relatable. This one was, they were like, don't worry, I would never prioritize X or Y. I said, don't worry. Sometimes I prioritize reading my manga in the bathroom over sitting in front of the camera for a stream. So, like, I get it. Is it relatable? Hopefully. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Trapped. You beat the big C. It's a bad word. Cancer is definitely, like, one of the few things that, like, you're allowed to cuss at in a family-friendly way. My dad, he has a thing, like a letter from one of his friends attached to his wall at work that is basically like, you know, F word, MF cancer, you know, type thing. But that's family-friendly because cancer sucks. So I'm glad that you are feeling a lot better, Trapped. GZ on being cancer-free for hopefully a whole year, GZ. But yeah, GZ. Really glad to hear that for you, buddy. Yeah, that's the only acceptable Cancer is zodiac Cancer, because I don't think it needs explanation. I don't think it needs explanation. Anywho, let's get into this. Envy running Buzzwole here. Yeah, but they're acceptable. You can dislike people who are Cancers, as in like the zodiac symbol, but they're still acceptable, you know? Not the case for, you know, Cancer. I made a joke and I feel like I just stopped a joke, so I'm gonna end it there. But Cancer, not good. Cancer, not good. That being said, Cancers, the zodiac sign, are always welcome here on the stream. I'm an Aquarius, personally, so we're going with the wind. Hi Daniel, how you doing? Okay, it's Buzzwole versus the Oricorio, but we should be able to find Kartana, find a Pheromosa who is not, why does my hand look weird? A cockroach. Not a cockroach. Maybe in the real universe it is one, but in the Uwu-verse, she is not one. In the Uwu-verse, she's a slightly mutated praying mantis. In the Uwu-verse, she's a praying mantis. Okay? She's a praying mantis in the Uwu-verse. Maybe like a ladybug praying mantis had a baby type situation. Like that type of thing. She's like a praying mantis ladybug hybrid in the Uwu-verse. We do finally find our praying mantis ladybug hybrid here. And looks like we are going to retreat back to that praying mantis ladybug hybrid, and we're going to swing for 20 into both of the Oricorios. They're still 10 shy of being able to be knocked out by a Kartana. I don't actually even know that Envy's running a Kartana, but I would hope so. They are not. So that's funny. We're going to need a Celesteela then. Celesteela. Which of the ones was the mom and ate the other's head? That's the praying mantis. So I think it may need to be like dad praying mantis. Be family friendly. That's a praying mantis though. That eats the man's head after. Anyway, we stop here. We stop this conversation here. Hey, the conversation. It's all done. No, that's a different verse. This is the Uwu-verse. Thank you, Daniel. I'm not doing very good broadcasting now, but I appreciate it. I actually need to reorder this dress because it's like, it usually has a bow here. And it's much cuter with the bow. Much cuter with the bow. Oh, we're 2-1 now, so we just need a Celesteela to do some work here. We just need the Celesteela to do some work here. No, Envy has 2 points. Yeah, 2 points now. Sorry, there's a little bit delay between YouTube and me. But Josen takes 2 points, and that's going to be game 1. Ouch! Thank you, Payne. Yeah, I need to reorder this dress. I need to reorder this dress for sure. Let's see. What? My mic's picking something up, but I don't know what. letting them get into game 2 here, and then we'll bring the stream up. Okay. Let them get set up here. I don't have a washing machine going. Maybe it's the wind outside or something? Okay, we get into the game. Cell is still in the active spot now for Envy. We do need to hide Cell still a bit until we can get 3 energies on it for an Oricorio attack. Meanwhile, type only active for Estro-san and an Oricorio in the bench, really just threatening, threatening that at any time they can shut off that Buzzwole. Oh, second Oricorio. I'm busy today. Let's see here. So we're going to go on and see that ping onto the Oricorio and that type null in the active spot now. We have a Pokeball coming down here for Estro-san. The only thing that can get really, I think, is the type null though. So let's see. Gladion will get a Silvally here. So we will see a knockout into the Pheromosa. I think this is going exactly in the way that Estro-san really wants it. There's only, I guess there's 2 energies now in the discard pile, but you really don't want to be using that big attack from Celesteela onto something like a Silvally. Is much preferred for an Oricorio. We do, I think, have 1 energy in the discard pile, maybe? 2, 1, 2, 1, somewhere in there. Looks like we're checking to see if we need to concede here by Envy. I don't think we have a second Pokemon, though, is the problem. This is the one Pokemon that does not get healed. This is a huge problem as well for Envy. There's not really a way to heal here. And everything else kind of is supporters in Estro-san's list. Okay, and just like that, Envy does end up getting 0-2'd here, and we need to find a new person to watch. CMS has already won their round. T-Foms is in the middle of their match. Their 1-1 will go hop to that one. You couldn't 7-0 either way. You lost round 1. Oh, hi guys. Thanks, Daniel. 7 months? Holy crap, buddy. Thank you so much. And then LG Jorzy is our opponent. Okay, and there's 0 and 0, 1 and 1 currently in the set. Well, welcome in, Max. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so it looks like we are going to have a Psychic onto the Eevee and the active for Jorzy, but T-Bomb already has a Giratina. We find the Sylveon as well, which will allow us to draw 2 more cards here. And, I mean, we could retreat to something, but do we need to? I see Cyrus, we see a red card. I organize, host, and run it every single weekend. This is number 34. Okay, we're seeing a Water Shuriken come down here. It's going to ping that Giratina a little bit more, but we're not wanting to pull it up just yet. We don't have any big attacker that can deal with it. Looks like 1 giant cape. There's a rare candy, and we're going to be able to make a Greninja very quickly. Retreating back to the Giratina now, surprisingly. Honestly, I thought we might, Okay, so we ping and pull up the Greninja that's been doing this 20 damage every single turn. And we're going to be able to go in and knock it out with Chaotic Impact by the Giratina EX. Okay. Okay. We make a second Sylveon EX. I'd have some concerns here. They're really trying to find a second Greninja, though, because Greninja could be the piece that they need. Rare Candy comes down for that Greninja. That will be able to bring the Giratina in range of getting KO'd by the Sylveon EX now. Let's see. Hi, Raven. Okay, so Giratina EX onto the bench here. $70 damage onto the, yeah, it does end up knocking it out. Ugh, and now we're in a little bit of a weird position again. We have our own research. We can do like 90 this turn, but we need to be able to hunt down whoever we decide to do that 90 to. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they could retreat, but the worry is that T-Foms could have a Cyrus already. They don't really have a way to KO anything. They're only able to do 90 damage this turn. It seems like it's the thunderstorm in the background. We're going to retreat back to the second Sylveon. We say Find it. Get the Cyrus. I dare you. Otherwise, you're not going to do anything. Wonder if they'll have a Mars here to back it up. There's a Cyrus of our own. I really don't think it does too much. Fairy Wind into the Greninja. It takes it down to 30 health. And, I mean, we'll just sort of see a retreat here. Do we have the main question is, does T-Foms have the Cyrus? And the answer is, yes, he does. That's all he needs, and he's going to be able to KO the second Sylveon that he's already put some damage into and finish off the game, taking the set 2-1. Let's see who else is streaming here. Illusion's 2-0. We can go see if he's streaming. Illusion, are you streaming? He is not. What the? I'm just kidding. Here's one. Let's get it up as quickly as possible. Sometimes people are so silly how they have their games. It's going to be Zim08 versus Normo360. Oh, it might be done. I'll check. No, there's only game 2, so we'll watch them in game 3 here. Give them a second and we'll get into it, guys. Okay. Okay. The coloration on this screen is very funny to me, but it's okay. So we are going to see a rare candy come down here. It is going to allow us to put a Greninja up. You like it? I'm not a big fan of it, but that's okay. I think it's like saturation's up or whatever. We'll see a retreat back to the Greninja here, and we'll be able to ping onto whichever Pokemon that Zim would like. It does look like it's going to be on the Gibble. I think exclamation mark bracket should give you the Swiss. It's no bracket though. It's a Swiss rounds. Yeah, I think it's. Oh, is it contrast? That was saturation. I'm not good with colors. If you guys haven't heard me say it 1,000 times. Kirby, 16 months. Oh my god. I think that's what Jordan said it to earlier. It sees its play. We are going to see that damage from the Gibble come down now. Looks like we're going to see an energy attachment to the Greninja. Sylveon, ooh, wow, that is very bright. Sylveon drawing 2 more cards with its like happy something. We are going to see a research come down from that. Another Froakie, a Giratina EX as well. So we are going to see an attachment here to the Giratina EX on the bench from the Bello. We do need a water energy if we want to be able to attack with the Greninja into the Gibble. Agreed, T-Bombs. Okay, that does end up being a defeat, though. Yeah, it's Thunder. Sorry if anyone's scared of Thunder. I'll see if we can find us another match real quick, guys. Give me one moment. Here's one. Interesting list to see play, I feel like. We'll drag it back over. We must have it's a little bit too big right now. Here we go. This is going to be Eternal. This is actually, I would not have guessed these names would go to the same person. Professor Kavofi is his name on Limitless, but his name on Twitch is Eternal TCG. So, if you're interested in checking him out, check him out. So Marshall is going to swing for 100 here, but 120 actually, but that's still 10 shy beyond a KO. Let's see. So it looks like we do set 50 damage from Zero Aura, come into the Mars Shadow now. This whole deck, honestly, can deal with Oricorio. So Oscar doesn't feel confident to bring Oricorio up at all. Looks like we are going to be Cyrusing up at Silvally, which is kind of seems like it's the only Pokemon in Oscar's list that can be doing big damage. Even though there wasn't a KO, oh, we're actually going to retreat back to Riolu and swing for 40 here. That is going to keep us safe from getting KO'd without like knocked out without a Cyrus, which is pretty nice because kind of want something to knocked out to turn on the Mars Shadow. We're currently 1-1, it looks like, guys. So let me set that up for you guys. Let's see. Yeah, we don't really play music. Let's see. And it looks like they are going to be putting up Oh, it looks like we kind of put up the Rampardos, actually. I think that's interesting. So we do end up putting up the Skull Fossil here. If we have Rare Candy, we could bring out a Rampardos. Professor is at 2 points. No, Professor. Their opponent is at 2 points. So they're a little bit concerned of putting up that low health Marshadow. Professor's research looking for some of these different Pokemon. Does look like we are able to find Cranidos as well as a Hitmonlee. Rare Candy, though, does come down, and Rampardos finds its way into the active. Able to do 130, basically, 150 here into these electric Pokemon. So Zeraora is making its way into the active spot now. If they have a Cyrus, it is going to be game. I didn't even know if it was the worst. Cyrus, though, it is, and just like that, Marshadow dragged to the active spot, and Oscar is going to take this game. Let me really quickly check. That does look like it's going to be game 3. Game 3. Let's see. There's only about 12 matches left to complete here. And so I don't think we're going to be able to find anyone else to watch. EV Box is my favorite deck right now, I would say. I love EV Box. It's so much fun. And a lot of different choices that you get to make. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think there's really any other matches we can watch. Trying to see if there are any that I'm just like missing. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So with that being said, let's go and check out you know, some of these different decks here and how they're doing. Oh no, Darkrai Gear Chain's up to 47%. I liked when it was at 38 a lot more. I liked when it was at 38% a lot more. Okay. No, refresh. Silly Zeraora, 72% still. 50% for that Arceus EX, Tapu Koko EX. 31% for Sylveon EX Solgaleo. I don't want to move this over so you guys can see the pictures. Oh, you can't see it regardless. Okay, never mind. 54% win rate, though, for that Sylveon EX Greninja is really, really strong. 50.6 for Charizard Sylveon EX. That's good for Charizard. Good for Charizard for sure. 52 for that Sylveon Choreo. Giratina EX Darkrai EX at 47.76%. Flareon EX Leafeon EX at 50.79%. Buzzwole Pheromosa just below 49%. Tapu Koko Arceus EX at 51% win rate. Guzzlord at 46, and Garchomp EX Sylveon EX at 54. Sylveon Porto still at 31. Tragic. With that being said, why don't we check out some of these decks, guys, while we wait for the round to finish up here? One moment. This is weird. Okay, yeah, 70% is really strong. I mean, it is only what, like, so we're only at 9, but 9 players, but still pretty good for sure. Maxie, my channel has VODs. That's why we don't really play music too much. It has VODs on YouTube. If you want to check it out. But let's see here. Let's check out some lists. Let's check out Sylveon EX Greninja. That's gonna be 2 Froakie, 2 Greninja, 2 Sylveon EX, 2 Eevees, 1 Giratina EX, and then some people are trying out Tapulele, different Eevee, Snorlax EX, a different Eevee, a Eevee EX, and an Oricorio in this list. Then 2 Research, 2 Rare Candy, 2 Pokeball, 2 Cyrus, 1 Giant Cape, red card at 80% play. So pretty much a lot of people are playing that red card. A lot of people are trying out Mars as well. And then some people are trying out Pokemon Communication, Irida, X-Speed, Team Rocket Grunt, Pokemon Sinnoh Lady, Guzma, Iono, Ilima, Leaf, and Dawn as well. The rematch is left to complete here, guys. You're so close. We are so close. So then Charizard EX, Sylveon EX. They're running 2 Charizard EXs, basically 2 Eevees, 2 Sylveon EXs, 2 Charmanders. Some people are putting in a so Wadi EXs cannot evolve normally by the rules of the game. So like there's a Pikachu EX, it can't evolve into like the Alolan Raichu, it can't evolve into Raichu, it can't evolve into Raichu EXs, can't evolve into baby Raichu, if you ever noticed. So the ability on Eevee EX allows it to evolve into any of those normal evolutions. That's what the ability is for. Otherwise it would not be able to evolve and you'd only have like 2 evolutions in your list. So, 2 Charizard, 2 Eevee, 2 Sylveon, 2 Charmander. Some people, yeah. A lot of people don't realize it, but then it's like, what did you do with Pikachu EX? You didn't use it to evolve. But yeah, that's what it is that EXs can't evolve in general. And then 88% of people are trying, well, a lot of people are trying out like Flareons, and there's some Flareon EXs. There's a Dusclops, Dusknoir, Torkoal in here. So people are trying out the Charmeleon, but honestly, I think some of them are just using the wrong term, Flareon. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but it's okay. Then 2 Research, 2 Pokeball, 2 Rare Candy, about 2 Lilies, a Sabrina, a Mars, a Giant's Cape, and then people are trying out Guzma, Communication, Red, Potion, Cyrus, Rocky Helmet, Red Card, and Leaf. I did not realize I didn't have that shown, but yeah. Ditto EXs normally pull attacks. Yeah, I agree, Calpy. I agree. I didn't realize that it was different. But see, now I have to move it back over here. So it's kind of frustrating. One more game left to complete. We can go to Silvally Oricorio and check out its list. It's running 2 Type Null, 2 Silvallies, 2 Oricorios, and 1 to 2 Zeraoras. Yeah, it's normally like discard pile. Then 2 Research. Oh. Yeah, but then you have to go back, forth, is my point, Reeves. I don't want to zoom out. I can move this however I want. But yeah, I just didn't want to zoom out, so I have to move it back and forth. In round 3, and we're going to round 4, guys. We're moving along today. We're moving along today. Oh. Okay, round 4 is out, by the way, guys. So make sure that you go and check out your round. But yeah, this is running 2 Professor's Research, 2 Pokeball, basically 2 Gladion. It looks like mainly 2 Giovanni, then 1 Mars, 1 Cyrus, 1 Dawn, 1 Sabrina, and then some people playing Giant K, Pokemon Lady Guzma, Red, Rocky Helmet, X-Speed, Leaf, and Red Card. But yeah, go get your match. The games have begun. I don't know, Maggie. I don't know what I would evolve into. I don't know what that would be like. I don't know what that would be like. Let me find us a game though, guys, to watch. But let me check. We can check out over here for a second. That's right, Darkrai Giratina. You better go back to 44%. Yeah. Be cool. Toxic? Yeah. I like the idea of mini Pokemon. I like mini things. I'm tiny. I need more tiny things. 55% that Sylveon EX Greninja. Insane. Anyway, let's find us a game to watch. Oh, there's a fashion night thing, yay. Okay. Let's watch this. What are we against? Let's watch it. I'm down. So it's T-Fom. Versus El Pesca. And we're 0-0. We are starting with an EV on T-Fom's side. How do you watch the games, or see people stream for me? Okay, so we are immediately going for that coin flip attack. We hit Tails, only 20 damage with that EV. Does keep it safe for a little bit here. But with 1 Psychic Energy on that Giratina for T-Foms, we are already in the races. And it looks like Sylveon does appear, looking for different pieces like that Greninja and Candy. Maybe a second Froakie Greninja Candy. Let's find out. It looks like a Pokeball is going to come down because 50-50 Froakie EV is a Froakie this time. Is the George Washington Froakie, in my opinion. And we are going to have a rare Candy Greninja, just like that. Greninja's already going to be able to start pinging this type Null, which, I mean, Sylveon's safe from attack this turn. Looks like we are going to have that Bellow, though, and just like that, a second Psychic Energy onto that Giratina EX. It looks like the George Washington photo, bro. It's even got the little neck piece. Gladion comes down, which, I mean, we already have a Silvally, so we will see a 100 damage attack, but it looks like it's a type Null. What? What? Hi, Gander. Interesting. So we are going to have another Bellow. We appear to be sacrificing the Sylveon here in the active spot. to the Silvally. Second Silvally down as well, and it's already going to be able to start getting powered up here. El Pesca taking 2 points, knocking out that Sylveon. Giratina does advance, though. And, a second Candy means a second Greninja. I mean, I guess we could just double shuriken, Pescas, or Oreo, and it's game. Not game, but game. You know? That type of game. Let's see here. Just look at, we finally hit, I mean, like, we have everything, right? T-Bomb takes 1 point. We're able to double ping, and that is going to be a concede because they can already see the writing on the wall. We'll get into game 2 here, but I definitely, that's not what El Pesca thought would be this game when they loaded into it. Okay. Have a great one, Daniel. Feel better, buddy. And we're getting into game 2. Froakie and the Actim for T-Fom. El Pesca has that type null and Oricorio. What do you mean, trapped? Yeah, we post the new tournament around round 7. Round 7 is when we post the new tournament. That is going to be a heads, though, and that is going to be 40 damage into the Froakie. Giratina makes its way into the active spot now where it can bellow, and it will be ready to attack next turn. Let's see. It does look like we are going to bellow here. We can't really attack into an Oricorio. It's just impossible. So we are going to have to wait a turn here, bellow again, attach an energy to the Froakie, and it looks like Oricorio is going to be able to do 50 damage this turn into T-Foam's Giratina, but it won't be so because Pesca has a Cyrus, and that's going to knock out the Froakie. 0.1 for El Pesca. No, it's Oricorio. Sorry, Oricorio. Oh, much more bird-like. I don't know. We bellowed this time, yeah. We didn't need to. We already have 4 energies. And it looks like we're gonna go on and concede here, or not by T-Foams. We can wait a turn, obviously. Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe for sure. I think we'll wait for them to get set into game 3, guys, and then we'll go from there. And then we set up, and here we go. T-Foam starting with double Eevee and the Giratina this turn. El Pesca with that type null, starting with water energy though for T-Foams here. Yeah, I will, Maxie. We do get 20 damage into the Eevee here from that type null. There's not a lot, I mean, on, you know, T-Foam's side here. Sorry, let's see. Let's reword it. There is a lot of people on T-Foam's side that if they could evolve and potentially attack, you know, they could knock out this type null, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be the case here, and we're just going to bellow and attach that psychic energy. Let's see here. Okay, so we are seeing that Eevee Congrats, Seahawk! That's awesome. Jury duty is awesome. That's how you. That's one of your jobs as a citizen. GZ, have fun at jury duty, buddy. You give back to your community, GZ. I tried to go to jury duty one time, and then they were like, we don't need you. And I was like, but I wanted this moment. I wanted this moment, bro. They're like, no, go home. I was like, but I drove here for this. And they're like, nope, you can go home. They settled. And I was like, but I don't want them to settle. I want to be a juror. They were like, no, go home. I was like, okay, whatever. That's crazy. I tried. It wouldn't let me. Yeah, exactly. They brick, you brick. But that does mean T-Foms is going to win the set. I want to do jury duty. I want to hold someone's future in the palm of my hand. I'm just kidding. Completely kidding. I'm fine. I would never mean that. I'm kidding. Unless unless I didn't have to be kidding, but no, yeah. Yeah, you'll get a lame case, let's be honest. Let's see if we can find another game here, guys. Sometimes I am very confused. Because what does it mean they told you to go home, Sigma? Because doesn't Sigma mean confidence interval? Isn't Sigma confidence interval? I think it's confidence interval, isn't it? The what? Your sigma is the confidence equation has in something. Oh, is that someone's name? Oh. Why'd I do that? I'm sorry, Sigma, you have a name. I'm sorry, I missed your name. Don't have a headache and slap your forehead. Don't have a headache and slap your forehead. No, I haven't. How do I get them? Or summation. Makes sense. Oh, I may have. I don't know. Let's see if we can find somebody. Why is Illusion never streaming anymore? Oh! Professor Coffee is against Buff Baneri. Oh. The legendary Buff Baneri. My day was good. How was yours? So let's try to bring this up. Who's also known, by the way, Professor Coffee is also known as Eternal TCG. Boom. Versus Buff Venery. Buff Venery wins! But what game is that? That looks to be only game 2. We'll let them get set up for game 3. By the way, Cronus isn't even DM. Okay. Okay. So Professor's research here. We love our Bell protein bars. This is a true statement. However, I am currently snacking on a chocolate croissant. I broke my diet a little bit today because I had a dire headache. Like, I don't even know why. I just did. So, yeah. So it looks like we are going to have that Zero Aura down on Buff Venery's side. Going second, Professor does have a Riolu. Looks like we do draw into a Hitmonlee as well, and we find our Skull Fossil. Okay. So it looks like we do find a Type Null as well on Buff Venery's side, which is going to be really nice. That's a very strong opinion, Cody. Very strong opinion. There goes 50 damage into that Riolu now. I mean, we have Professor's Research, but what else do we have? It looks like a second Skull Fossil might be coming into play. We draw into a Lucario, though, which could do, what, 80? 80 this turn? If we have Candy... Ah, but a Lucario Hitmonlee hit does do 90, doesn't it? Because it'll be up to 50. Oh, no, it'll be 70. It'll be 70. Ooh, that sounds really nice. Oh, no, don't ever say that to someone. We don't like the limitless profile thing. Wait, what? Yeah, I was thinking that you were wrong on 60 they had 2, but it's 60 they have 1 plus 20 for 80. Oh no, we're not limitless checkers. Okay, so they do knock out the Lucario here. And that is going to be a 0.1 for Buff Baneri. Okay, so we have that Hitmonlee to the active now. So Sylvie knocks out the second Pokemon as well. We're now 2-1. So we knocked out the Zeraora. They came up and knocked out the Hitmonlee. But we're putting up Skull Fossil. Oh, is it Penny time? You can use Moo Player, which is what I personally use, or you can use, I know some people use BlueStacks. LOL, the Gladion. It's the same list that's had play with it, but I can see what you mean. We do pop a Fossil to put Ryola into the active, and we're able to do 40 here, but we're kind of just saying please don't have a supporter. What do you mean? I'll be like, you just you don't need to use BlueStacks for iPhone. You just what? You just download the app from the App Store. I will. You just download it from the App Store. If you're on iPhone. What? What? I don't know if they have Android emulators for the iPhone. Yeah, but I'm saying you don't need. If you want to download Pokemon Pocket, you just download Pokemon Pocket. You don't need BlueStacks to download Pokemon Pocket on an iPhone. That's what I'm saying. I'm confused. Are you saying is there an iPhone emulator? I don't know about that. Let's see here. Yeah, iOS is like not open source in the way that Android is, and so I'm not really sure the legality even though. The reason that it's so easy to emulate Android is it's open source, and so we have like, you know. You just download the one on your. I would do still, but not gonna opinion is skillless. The clothes have no skill. It's simply Zars. It's just solitaire. Even then, it's as you're saying, right? Ordering and stuff like that. So we have 8 matches left to complete. Looks like Lucian's still playing, but he's not streaming. Why is Woodman streaming? I don't know if any of these are streaming. Let's see. I don't think so. Let's see here. I don't think any of the games are still like that are streaming that we would want to watch here. So, whatever it says in details, Natia. Whatever it says in details. I mean, like, you know, you can check the player number and check details and however many that matches up. Let's check out our meta breakdown. %55% for that Sylveon EX. %52% for Charizard EX, 47% for Silvally, 44% for Giratina EX, Darkrai EX, 47% for that Leafeon EX, 49% for that Buzzwole Paramosa. I can't wait to see how this can do, but 56 for Garchomp EX Sylveon right now? Insane. Thank you, Marcel. I appreciate it. It's a dress, actually. Let's see here. Insane? What does that mean? Oh, did I say insane? Oops. Huh. Oh, we're so happy to see Giratina Darkrai at the 44, though. Well, it's a Swiss round, so they can all still keep playing. Yeah, get out of my house, Darkrai Giratina. So, we checked out here, I think. So let's check it out. It's not rude to ask, Cody. But I'm probably not going to do it during a tournament. But I appreciate you asking. This is 2 Darkrai Giratina, 2 Darkrai, 2 Giratina. About half the decks are running a Naligo, and then a couple people tried to do a Milcery, Alcremie, Swirlix, and Slurpuff in their list. Am I allowed to comment on decisions like that? Am I allowed to comment on decisions like that? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. It feels like I feel like they don't understand the point of Darkrai Giratina. But maybe I suck? What is the hotkey for going back a screen? Someone is running all of... I don't think they understand the point of Darkrai Giratina. Alt L. No, it doesn't work. Anyway, wherever they are. Art left! Boom! My brain destroyed. Let's see. Where is this guy who's running it, though? What is this? Bro, don't tell me they want a game with this. Okay, well, here's the list. I found it. I feel like they don't understand the point of this deck, but that's okay. Maybe they're having fun with it. Maybe? No, it was not, luckily. I knew it would not be in the 3-0s. I knew it would not be in the 3-0s. I thought it was in the 0-3s, but it did get a win. It did get a win against a Solgaleo Shinotic. Oh, they didn't show up. Makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, I understand now. I understand now. They're 1 and 2. They won to a no-show. That's fine. Just anyway, it's fine. There's gonna be 2 research, 2 Pokeball. I went and checked what the win was. That wasn't a dox, bro. It wasn't a dox. It was a checking. It was a, it was just a check. It was just a check. Pokemon Center Lady, Potion, Giant Cape, Leaf, Sabrina, Cyrus, Poison Barb, Rocky Helmet, Mars, Guzma, Red Card, Team Rocket Guns tried, and a Dawn's tried. It's not. I don't know. The Chewy says he sees the vision. Maybe. I don't know. I don't see it enough. I feel like maybe like a 2 Darkrai list or something, but I don't know about that one. The point of Darkrai Giratina is to like have so much consistency and so many different supporters that just support being super consistent. As in like able to, capitalize on how consistently you have your Darkrai and Giratina. And so it feels like it's not good to have that. Thank you to me for the follow. But yeah, that was kind of crazy list. I have been told we are allowed to go to the next round. So we are going to round 5. Let's check out how our decks are looking still. Did I mean it the same? Probably not. I was laughing at it, if anything. 46% win rate for Giratina Darkrai. I support it. 51% for that Charizard. Thank you. Anyway. 45% now for Sylvie Oricorio versus Sylvie Zera Aura. 52 now. Still 58% for Ursiidays Tapu Koko EX and a 57 for Garchomp Sylveon EX. Kind of crazy. And 55 for Sylveon EX Greninja. Let's see here. Okay. Standings. Let's see who to watch. Kronos, how are we doing? What is it? What is your score now? I'm confused. Why is Nabrix on Reality Pocket's stream? Very confused. We're gonna watch Nabrix though for the first round. Sorry, we're round 5. So let me bring up Nabrix. They're actually against T-Bombs, so we're watching T-Bombs again. LOL, it's kind of funny, honestly. Oh, Ziora, thank you so much for that Prime subby. You're good, Cronus. I was just checking to see how you're doing, was all. Let's bring up the game, guys. Let's bring up the game. We are up to round 5 here. Okay. So it is Nabrix versus T-Foms. We do have a Greninja already powered, already evolved into, and an Eevee on the bench, but it doesn't look like we have a Giratina just yet, even though we probably would have played it with the space on the bench. T-Foms, on the other hand, does have a Froakie not evolved, an Eevee not evolved, and a Sylveon EX evolved with an energy on it, meaning it can attack for 100, or it can attack for 70 when it can be retreated to, if it also gets an energy. And 2 energies on a Giratina. Sometimes I just call those Pokemon the same name. Let's see. Okay, so point 1 is going to go to Nabrix here, who knocks out the Froakie. Third energy onto the Giratina. Has an Eevee onto a second Eevee onto the board now as well. Still not a single Sylveon. And where's our Giratina? Where's our Giratina? Okay. So it looks like we are going to have a retreat back. We're taking off the Psychic Energy to retreat to one of the Eevees, who looks like it is going to be collecting. A ping goes onto the Sylveon, bringing it down to 100 health here. And we will collect, drawing another card. Looks like the Cyrus. But we're a card deeper into the deck, and we could find a Sylveon. You never know. Okay. So we are retreating back to a Greninja. I don't know why I gave the point to Nabrix. I'm pretty sure this was another player. Oh, no, Nabrix has one too. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. We do finally get Sylveon EX, so we only find a Froakie here. Looks like we're trying to decide where to put our energies. Looks like we are going to Water Shuriken here. Hit the Froakie on the bench. We Cyrus up the second Froakie. And we finally find our Giratina, but it's kind of too late here. Like, what are you supposed to do? It does look like we're going to take a second point, knocking out the Froakie. But we do need to find a way to get a third point as well. Okay. Looks like we will have a Pokeball come down now. We're researching. None of the guys using Pokemon because I'm pretty sure we've already pulled them all. Looks like we're gonna have a rare candy here, bringing up the Greninja. I mean, I feel like this is an okay spot to be in as long as we can get some of these different Pokemon powered up, like Giratina. We don't have any Psychic for a next turn knock, like to attack with Sylveon. Let's see. We have a Water Energy attached to our Sylveon here, and we're going to go in and pass. Well, there's no damage on anyone, Jonah, for Cyrus to end the game here. Let's see. Looks like Chaotic Impact is going to come down. It'll put the Sylveon to 1 energy. And, I mean, T-Bombs is a 2, by the way, not 1. So we are going to retreat back to the Giratina here. I mean, surely we, like, attach the Water Energy to Greninja and then, like, Bellow. That's my guess. And then hope they don't hit PCL, if they have PCL. Oh, but there's a Cyrus that's going to bring up Sylveon. And that's going to be game. You like 2 turns after you said, yeah. Or I misunderstood how soon you meant it, but that is what Cyrus is for. Okay, we'll let them get set up for their next game. That was game 1. Let's see. Okay, so we're going into game 2 here. Let's see. Looks like we do have energy on both of these Eevees here. T-Bombs is looking for some different Pokemon. He had to use communication, but he does get a Froakie down. Looks like we have Water Shuriken on our Greninja already. And just like that, we're going to ping one of the two Pokemon. I don't know if it's going to be the Greninja or the Eevee. Sorry, the Froakie or the Eevee, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's got Greninja with 5 cards in hand right now. Yeah, I feel like we did end up pinging the Eevee. We're going to go on and Bellow here, which is not bad. Not bad position to be in here as Nabrix. Nice, Stellar. So we do have Mist Slash onto the Eevee, which is going to KO Nabrix Eevee, and the first point is going to go to T-Foms. Let's see. So we do, just go on and ping again onto that Eevee. So like an Eevee down here. Cyrus comes down to bring the Giratina to the active now. It won't get KO'd here, and Giratina can KO this Greninja. But it will place at 30 health, which is pretty close to being in range of Eevee's attack, I do believe, on the bench. And Psychic comes next turn, which means if Sylveon appears, it could get KO'd as well. We have Irida appear for the Giratina. 20 more onto the Eevee on the bench. And we would have swing for 130 into that Greninja to get our first point as Nabrix. Wait, why did I think it was in range of a... Yeah. So we could see a Sylveon here that swings for 70, but it would just be out of range getting KO'd. Giratina finally comes down for F-Toms, T-Foms. So I would assume that Psychic Energy is going to go to the Giratina instead of a Sylveon. But, yep, it seems to be the case, which means this Eevee could very well get KO'd here. I don't know about this promoting the Giratina. Unless he has a cape. But he bellowed. So, like, it's just game over. I think they were just saying it's over. So we're going to game 3. We're going to game 3. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna be going into game 3 here. Just letting them get their start, and then we'll go from there. It does look like Navrik's gonna be starting with Giratina this time. T-Fom's starting with the Eevee in the active spot, and T-Fom and Navrik's will be going second, starting with a Psychic Energy, meaning they could have 2 energies by the end of this turn. So Pokeball does go down. There's a Froakie, and an Eevee. We're going to see that second energy from the Bellow, and that's going to be the end of Navrix's turn. But they're pretty set up here. I wouldn't be surprised if T-Foms has a Sylveon, though, but they're definitely a little bit slower here. Happy Ribbon. Let's see. They draw Pokemon Communications. It's going to help them find some of these different cards. I would assume that's like a Greninja or a second Sylveon is getting sent back, hoping for a basic. And it does look like Froakie comes into play. We have a second Eevee, but we have a Sylveon that's going to help us find some more of these different cards like Greninja, Rare Candy, which is exactly what Navrix is going to want here. But looks like we have a Rare Candy and we have a Greninja. What a fantastic Sylveon. Rare Candy Greninja. We are going to see that one immediately appear. And let's see who they decide to ping. Let's see. Looks like we are going to put another energy, onto Giratina and just Space-Time Bellow, which does mean next turn we could potentially be KOing the Sylveon. Okay. We are going to go on and ping that Giratina on the bench as well. Looks like we're immediately going to Cyrus it up, and that is going to be 2 points for Navrix here, and a Greninja getting set up as well. And then is going to be concede, which means Navrix is going to win the set. Means we can find another Pokemon, another one to watch. Let's see here. One's done. I don't want that. Here's one to watch. I think. Immediately. When we get it set up. Versus Dark Yugi. It does look like it's 0-0 right now here. LOL. Looks like we are going to see that Sylveon swing here for 70 and take 2 points for Dark Yugi, but there is a Charizard that's fully set up and ready to go. So. Let's see here. 2 points for Jay with that Charizard attack as well. Now the question kind of is does Jay have a Cyrus to bring up that Sylveon? But even then, honestly, there's not really a way to KO it just yet. Looks like Giratina is going to come down, though, which, you know, does threaten, well, in like 3-4 turns, some different plays. Let's see. Steam Artillery for 150 though, and that's just gonna be game. And let's say that Jay does win this game. We don't check to see how many games they're in, but yeah, that's gonna be a 2-0 by Jay. Yeah, 2-0 by Jay. Yeah, Charizard seems OP. But Charizard always feels really strong to me. I love Charizard. So it looks like JMPM is still playing, so we can try to hop into his stream here. Don't tell me he ended stream. Wait, he was streaming earlier, I thought. I'm confused. Wait, wasn't he streaming? He's streaming right now too, I don't know what happened. Just fire. So this is JMPM versus Nico Alphas. And it looks like we're 0-0, but I can't really tell on our side. Let's see. We have that ping onto the Greninja here. And we're going to be able to see that 60 swing into Sylveon, really splitting up some of this damage. We do try into a Research, and it looks like we are going to play Research now. Okay, it looks like we're checking back. This is game 3, it appears. New Office. This guy just streams now. You can see his entire hand. I don't see his entire hand, Supreme. How does that work? This is someone streaming on Twitch as well, Supreme. So, like, I'm restreaming someone's Twitch stream. So he does knock out Sylveon to take 2 points here. Let's see. Yes, grind. Sylveon is normally just a draw card, most decks. So we can have that energy attached to Greninja here. We're going to see that 60 swing into Sylveon. Okay, and it looks like they do go on and win game 1. We'll try to figure out the other games, but there's only like 6 still running. I don't think there are any more games to watch. Annoying. Let's see. Let's check out the metagame. Okay. You're not playing still. Oh, you recorded it, I assume. Wow, still 57% on that. Well, I mean, still 58 down here, but like still 57% like Garchomp EX, Sylveon EX, kind of insane. 55% win on that Sylveon EX for Ninja EX. Why don't we check out some of the matchups while we wait here? We'll look for some of the ones that it has had played more against. It's got an 85% win against Sylveon Pardos, 80% against Sylveon EX, Sylvie EX, 75% against Buzzwole Celesteela. So, let's see, 72% win rate against that Solgaleo EX Shiinotic. 66 against Garchomp or Rampardo. 66 against Greninja or Corio. I wonder why. Let's see, 64 against Silver Zero Aura, 61% against Buzzwole EX Pheromosa, 59 against Sylvie or Corio. Against Guzzler and Naligo, it's got a 56 point. Does it anything? Okay, so it only has a 44% win rate against Flareon EX, Leafeon EX, which makes a lot more sense. It is a really good strong deck into it, so interesting to see for sure. And also only a 45% win rate into Charizard EX, Sylveon EX, which is why these two are really just so dominant. When it's 23% of the meta. But I kind of want to check out, I think, the standings, maybe? Why don't I check out some of these people's lists? Oh, I'm tired. Oh. So we're seeing 6, let's see. So this deck is 2 Charizard, 2 Charmander, 2 Eevee, 2 Sylveon EX, and 1 Flareon. 2 Research, 2 Lily, a Sabrina, a Mars, 2 Pokeball, 2 Air Candy, and a Giant Cape. They did end up losing against another Charizard, which does, I think, yep, to our second Charizard here. Yeah. which is the same list, minus some things in the trainers. 2 research, 1 Lily, 1 Sabrina, 1 Mars, 2 rare candy, 2 Pokeball, and a red card and a Pokemon comms. I'm gonna go back and check out. This one, no comms, 2 Lily, 1 Lily. So is it just that difference? Watch, I learned a new thing. Wait. Yeah, it's just, I think, Lily for a comm. No, and a red card for Giant Cape is also the difference. So S-Clash is running the Sylveon EX Greninja, 2 Froakie, 2 Greninja, 2 Eevee, 2 Sylveon EX, 1 Giratina EX, 2 Research, 2 Cyrus, 1 Mars, 2 Pokeball, 2 Rare Candy, a red card, and a Giant Cape. Wait, guys, I'm a dummy. This looks not better for you guys too now. I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. Let's go to Tobias, who's running a Tapu Koko EX Arceus EX. Did lose to a Sylveon. It is 2 Oricorio, 2 Zeraora, 2 Tapu Koko EXs, 1 Arceus EX, 2 Research, 1 Giovanni, 1 Cyrus, 1 Sabrina, 1 Mars, 1 Dawn, 1 Pokemon Center, 2 Pokeball, 2 Electrical Cord, and 1 Giant Cape. Sorry, losing to a Sylveon EX Greninja. My bad. Though it's beat 3 of them, so. Yeah, I'm just saying the one loss. I'm just saying it had its one loss because it's a 4-0 on the standings. Then the next one is actually going to be a Garchomp Sylveon. Has just lost versus a Sylveon EX Greninja, even though it beat it 2 times before. 2 Gibble, 2 Garchomp, 1 Eevee, 1 Sylveon, 1 Cranidos, 2 Rampardos, 2 Professor's Research, 1 Iona, 1 Lily, 2 Rare Candy, 2 Skull Fossil, and 2 Pokeball, and 1 Giant Cape. Next one is a Darktina. Just lost against a Sylveon EX Greninja. Is just pure Darkrai Giratina with 2 Research, a Sabrina, a Mars, a Red, a Cyrus, a Guzma, a Pokemon Center Lady, a Leaf, 2 Pokeball, 1 Potion, 1 Red Card, 2 Rocky Helmet, and 1 Giant Cape. Then this one is a Charizard that just lost to the Sylveon EX Magnezone. 2 Charmander, 2 Charizard, 2 Sylveon, 2 Eevee, 1 Flareon, 2 Research, 2 Lily, a Sabrina, a Mars, 2 Rare Candies, 2 Pokeballs, and a Giant Cape. Let's see here. Okay. We'll go back to standings. This one just lost against Arceus EX, Tapu Koko EX. There's a 5-0 now. Then 2 Charmander, 2 Charizard, 2 Eevee, 2 Sylveon EX, a Flareon, 2 Research, 2 Lilies, a Sabrina, Mars, Pokeball, 2 Rare Candy, and a Giant Cape, which is a list we've already seen multiple times now. Then this Charizard just won against a Garchomp EX, Sylveon EX, 2 Eevee, 2 Sylveon EX, 1 Flareon, 2 Charmander, 2 Charizard, 2 Research, 2 Lily, a Mars, a Sabrina, 2 Rare Candy, 2 Pokeball, and a Giant Cape. And then for our top 10, there's 1 Sylveon EX Greninja, also just 1 against the Garchomp Sylveon we talked about, 2 Froakie, 2 Greninja, 2 Eevee, 2 Sylveon, a Giratina EX, 2 Research, Cyrus, Mars, Irida, 2 Pokeball, a Red Card, a Giant Cape, and 2 Rare Candies. I'm interested, they took out a Cyrus. Why? What about the other one? I'm gonna check something real quick, guys. Give me one moment. Okay. Sometimes I don't trust what people say. True.